Hey friends, welcome to the Mindset Podcast. I am your host, Sally Allen. And today we are going to talk about goals versus identity. This is such a crucial topic, especially going into the new year. If you are thinking about setting goals, I really want you to hone in on applying and integrating an identity into those goals. And I'll give you examples of what I'm talking about. James Clear calls that identity-based habits. And when you create identity-based habits, they last forever if you fully understand how to do it. I know for years I struggled with this. I yo-yo with my weight back and forth, until I realized, wait a minute, it has to be my identity. And not only that, it has to be my lifestyle. Because this is what we do. We make a goal to lose about 10 pounds, for example. And it takes us like a month or two and we lose that 10 pounds. And then what happens when we lose it? We yo-yo, right? We relax a little bit. We have some things that we couldn't have during the past 2 months. And then before we know it, we start binge eating and we gain that weight back. And you're like, what the heck just happened? Or if we said we're going to read 10 books, for example, for 2026, and by June, you've read the 10 books, now what? You're like, oh, I've reached that goal. So what happens? You stop reading. And for the rest of the year, you really stop learning and growing. So how do we change all of that? There is a way to change all of that so that those habits, they actually stick instead of reaching goals and then going back to old habits. So here's an example of how we do it. And I'll tell you how I did it. When I finally grasped the realization of why I was going back and forth with my weight, I realized that I hadn't identified myself as someone who's healthy. I just identified as someone who's losing weight. And so what happens when I lost the 10 pounds? I gained it right back. So in order to change that, I had to change my mindset. And I had to identify of someone who's healthy. And I had to identify as someone who will eat healthy and will incorporate this lifestyle. Because as you are losing it, you're doing things to lose it. And you have to think about it as I am not on a diet, but what I'm doing is I'm changing my lifestyle. And this will be my new lifestyle going forward. This is how you won't gain the weight again, because you've just identified as I'm a healthy person and I eat healthy and I take care of my body. You see the difference? As opposed to, I just want to lose 10 pounds. You go deeper into your mindset of being a healthy person. Now, let's talk about you want to read 10 books or 5 books even this year. And the way you identify that is, I'm not reading 10 books this year. Hey, I'm a reader and I'm a lifelong learner. So when I'm done reading those 10 books, because I'm a lifelong learner, what I'll be doing is perhaps listen to some podcasts or look at some educational YouTube videos or something like that, because you are telling your mindset that I crave that education. I crave to grow because I'm a lifelong learner. One of the things I do when I work out every morning, I crave listening to 30 minutes of something educational, because over the years, I've taught myself to become a lifelong learner. And also, being a coach, I love listening to other coaches and I love listening to other leaders and learning from them to stay fresh and stay relevant. So, your lifestyle have to become the proof of your identity that you are changing. I talked about that just now. Lifestyle and identity, they have to exist together. So I really want you to think about that. Whatever it is you are trying to change this year, and I don't know what it is, but think about it. Or even send me a message if you're like, Sally, I don't know how to turn this goal into an identity, or I don't know how to make it into a lifestyle. Whatever it is, ping me. But make sure you're thinking about it from that perspective. How do I turn it into an identity? How do I turn it into a lifestyle and not a goal? Because when I reach that goal, then what? And this will accelerate your growth this year. So I've seen it done over and over again. Listen, if this episode sparks something in you, please share it with your friends. And as I always say, if you change your mindset, you can change your life. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next episode.